Alrighty, here we go. Alrighty, it is indeed stream time. I should probably get up the music. There we go. Death, indeed. I am not excited at all. Today, we get to deal with the horrors of networking. And I'm not gonna enjoy this because all of these enchantments, except for impaling is the, oh, turn the mic up a bit, sure. All of my enchantments, except for impaling, the only outlier, they all don't work. Not one. Double jump won't work, stone collar won't work, and well, obviously Comet Striker doesn't work, but that one already didn't work. All of these don't work because they only do code on the client, except impaling. So now, we get to do the really fun part, and we get to figure out why on earth we can't, or we need to figure out how on earth we need to do networking. I found a Calpin Joe video that was 1.19, because I would have done the turdy one that Megabee sent me, but no, it's fun seeing it work. If I'm being honest, it's fun knowing how to do it. Figuring out is the part that kills me. I love single-player only mods also. I don't know if anyone saw, but if the Stonecaller enchantment will let a zombie just walk through the blocks. Gee, you say some weird shit. You know that? Like, I don't even know how to respond to that. Okay. Make a black market. Do it. Well, you see, the figuring stuff out of, like, knowing how all these functions work and the logic and stuff, that's fun. But figuring out this part is not so fun to me. I don't like not knowing how the functions work. Because I like messing with the computer logic. Yeah, now working. I like messing with the computer logic. That's really fun for me. But trying to figure out these stupid functions just drives me up the wall. Okay, we gotta wait for the Cradle Daemon to make this thing work. The real mods were the friends I made along... Dude, if the friends I made along the way were mods, that would be pretty cool. Believe it or not, I actually got my people skills, so if it... Oh. Okay. What does that mean? Probably in Comet Striker. How about we just... There, maybe that'll work. Yeah, they probably do. And communicating with the server is just the hard part. I'm pretty sure if we just figure out how networking works, everything else becomes so much easier. Dude, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It is the worst. Because I'm confident that this is gonna be the most confusing stuff ever. But the second I figure out how to successfully send the packet I need to, I think just about everything else for this mod is gonna be so much easier. It sucks, right? All right, here we go. Based. Ark is a good game. Thank you for leaving it on. Alright, so here we are. Let's grab a Stonecrawler. And just build up like a small... Alright, so... You can just walk through it. It is literally not there on the server. It's because only the client recognizes that there's stone blocks there. So when the server sees that and goes, wait, there's no block there, it just kind of deletes it and let the zombies walk through it. Apparently, I should rename the mod to the Schizophrenia mod, because those aren't real blocks. And the player treats them as if they were real, but nothing else does. Hi, we're trying to do networking. I'm so excited. Okay, so new package. We'll call this one networking. Or just network, I think. Oh no, it's supposed to be networking. Refactor. Rename. There. Okay, so, and then in here we can do a new Java class. Let's see, what do I need?
Method, which we're just going to return packet ID plus.
Alright, so we'll just call it mod messages. And then in here, private static simple channel instance, and then we need to set a private static int packet ID equals 0, and then private static integer ID parentheses. This is a method. Return packet ID plus plus. Okay.
Plus.
Now
And
what?
this craziness means is basically just that every packet we are going to register is going to have an ID, and if we just, wrap this in this method over here, then every time we call the ID method, the packet ID is also going to be increased, so it's just going to make this a little bit easier for us.
Okay, so I think what this does is that, like, every time it registers a packet, we need to, like, change the ID, so it'll just call this every single time we send a packet so that we don't have to worry about changing the ID. Oh, it would be really interesting and simple to make a schizophrenia mod, except it still wouldn't do anything on the client. So the goal of the networking is to make these enchantments right here work on the server. So as you can see, the zombies just walked through the blocks. They weren't actually there. The client only thought they were. So, and it's the same thing with the Comet Strike enchantment here. We want to spawn an entity in order for the player to be able to hit it. So we need to tell the server to spawn the entity. True, it is all in your head.
Then we want a public static void register.
Okay, so back in mod messages, we need...
This is basically where all the magic happens.
We need to register, so... Public static void register. Okay.
And all of the registering takes place. Now, first of all, we need some boilerplate code, and then afterwards, well, we're just basically we'll change the things.
What code?
So first of all, we want to say simple channel net
simple channel
network
net
registry
equals network
channel
registry
builder, and then we want to say
channel
dot
builder. Okay, so simple channel net equals network registry. Whoa. Network registry dot channel builder dot named
with a new resource location,
Oh,
of course, once
new
again
resource
tutorial
location.
mod ID, and then we're just going to call this the messages, and then
Okay. This actually needs to be new resource location. That would be, God, what's my mod called again? ICV, right? ICV dot mod ID, and hit that with messages. And then
we want to activate the network protocol version, which is just a string
Network protocol
supplier.
version.
And we're just going to call this the network protocol version 1. Usually the version basically refers to whether or not the packets are still compatible with each other. So for example, if you were to change a packet, then you would most likely increase this. We're just going to keep it at 1.0.
Okay, so things are starting to get a little confusing. I'm trying my hardest to understand what's going on, but essentially, I think what we're doing right here is... Okay, and then... I still have no idea what this function is right here. And then this is 1.0. So right here, the network protocol version is supposedly something along the lines of making sure packets are compatible with each other. Let's look. I gotta look back and see what he's saying.
Network protocol version, which is
Network
just
protocol
a string
version.
supplier.
Set that to just a
And we're just
string
going to call
of
this the
1.
network protocol version 1. Usually the version basically refers to whether or not the packets are still compatible with each other. So for example, if you were to change a packet, then you would most likely increase this. We're just going to keep it at 1.0.
Okay, so
for the time being, and
if you're
that's
gonna
be
change
okay.
a
We can say
packet
that
or maybe
fine,
add a
except
new
that the
one, we
versions
would
is gonna be
change this
S
to make sure they're
and
not
then
the same,
server
I think.
accepted versions.
It's not just about the stone pillar. We have to also do the common strike and chain. No matter which way you slice it, we gotta communicate with the server, unfortunately. Okay, so network protocol version equals 1. Okay, so then we need to do dot client adapted versions and set that to true, and then dot server accepted versions,
Is it S true as well? Absolutely.
set that to S true.
Amazing. And then we're just going to call simple channel, and that is it. The simple channel
And then you call simple channel. That's a packet right there.
has been created. And we want to set the instance over here equal to net, the simple channel we've just created, and that is pretty
Okay, and then we set the instance to net.
much what we need to do. Now we can already add two public methods over here. So public static, and this is going to be angle brackets SMG and closing angle brackets void. This is going to be sent to server. So this is a message that's going to be sent to the server. And how do we send a message to the server? Well, we do instance.send to server.
Okay, so this is the part where we actually send it to the server, I think. Sent to server. And that would be message. Message. Whoop. Would it help if I could spell things right? Okay. Instance dot send to server.
And then passing in the message. So you can see
pass in the message. Okay, so this is a function. This is the sending to the server function. So once we have the packet we want, I think we call this... Actually, I shouldn't say anything yet. I need to understand. I need to watch the rest of the video to actually understand how this works. The server's like that old weird friend who you used to be great friends with, but is now a Twitter addict. And you would organize a meetup between old friends, but it'd be weird not to invite them. Dude, that is exactly how it feels like. If I could not have the server in here, I would love to not have the server in here. Conversation is for... He's like the boss. You don't want to talk to your boss, but you kind of have to. Your boss is what actually makes things happen. Okay, so I think we actually had a great start here. I'm excited.
MSG in this case, right, is a generic, but it's not extending anything. This because anything can be a message, basically. So this is the general idea of this, but we're going to see basically what type of message, well, we want to create in just a moment.
So
but then we also need public static once again. MSG over here, void
public
send to
static
player, MSG message, and then also, of course, we want to specify the server player to which we're actually sending this.
Void
instance.send packet distributor.player with.
Okay, so now that is the send to server, and then if ever we need to send a packet to the player, send. Whoa, that's not what I'm supposed to have. Send to player message. Message server player. So when we want to do that, we have to pass in what player we're going to send it to. And then we do instance.send packet distributor dot player dot with
exactly this one, and just passing in the player, and the second parameter here is the message. So those are the two.
Okay, and then it just passes in the player again. Whoop, that's not the right one. Player. And then what is that? Message. There. Okay.
Void methods that we're going to need in this case. So that is already pretty awesome indeed. Now, the register method right here, you have to call this in the tutorial mode class, and that is very important. You need to do this outside.
Alright, and then we have to go in
now,
here.
I've been told that, you know, it should be inside of the OnQWork runnable. If I...
Private void common setup is what we're looking for. Yeah, right here. Okay, so then we want to do mod messages.register. Now that that's called, in here, this will actually do stuff. Ah, that's scary. I'm not doing that.
If I put it inside, then the messages are not properly registered. So I basically want to caution you, maybe it does have to be in the OnQWork runnable. I have not got it to work in there. I had to do it outside of it, so keep that in mind.
So
I'd be really appreciative if you left a comment and explaining this.
Next step is to actually create the example
now,
packet.
In theory, what we want to do is we want to create a packet. So first of all, we're going to make a complete example packet, not used in the thirst system, just so that you, well, basically have seen this once. And then afterwards, we're going to create the first packet. We're going to need to drink water. But first of all, in the networking package, new package called packet. Very important.
Okay, so in here we need to make a new package. Packet.
Important here. And then inside of there, we're going to make a new Java class. This is just going to be the example, and we're going to call this the C2S packet. First of all, writing packet correctly will also help. There we go.
Okay, so I'm just going to follow along with the tutorial packet and not try and implement my own code yet. So what I'm going to do is just example C2S packets. And the C2S stands for client to server, which would make sense.
So Why C2S? Well, this basically because the packet goes from the client to the server. So this is usually how you want to denote this, and then you are sure to basically know what is going on. In here, we want a public example packet
next.
constructor with nothing in it. We also want a constructor.
We need
that-
a constructor. Public examples, just pages, and then supposedly this just has nothing in it, I guess. And then next we're gonna need another thing, public.
That is the same one, but has a friendly byte buffer over here as its parameter. We also want
Okay, we'll need a friendly byte buffer, whatever that means. Friendly byte buff. There.
a public void to bytes method with a, once again, friendly byte buffer over here.
Okay, and then
Now,
we'll
those
need
are
the
gonna be-
same thing, except now it's a different function called void to bytes. So public void to bytes. Friendly byte buff. And then I think that's all it wanted.
be empty, because in the case of the buffer, we actually only need to, well, basically do anything with a buffer. If we want additional data sent from the client to the server, then that has to be saved inside of the byte buffer. We're going to see this in the last of the 4 tutorials of the thirst system, basically, when we have to add the synchronization to it as well. Then we're going to see, adding stuff to the buffer as well, but for the time being, we actually don't need this. And then here, we want a public boolean called handle. This is a public boolean method called handle with a supplier of network event dot
Public
context.
boolean
It's called supplier.
handle.
We're just going to import the supplier class.
And then this needs to have the supplier. Network event. Yeah, import the class. Which
called
one?
Enter wtil function.
Okay, it's the top one. There, network event. Except that actually needs dot context. Oh, it's a capital C. And then it's just supplier. Here we go.
Over here, and then inside of it we're going to say network event.context, just calling it context, equal to supplier.get. And now what we can do is we can say,
Okay, so then we set the context to network event dot context. That's capital C again. Whoops. Context equals supplier dot get.
a context dot enqueue work. You can put a runnable in here, and now this is the crazy cool thing. Of course, at the
All right, and then we need a context dot on queue work. And that needs to pass in this wacky looking thing. That needs a semicolon there.
return true. There you go. And
And then we need to make it return true. Perfect.
comes the coolest thing. Everything inside of this onqueue work runnable, right? Here we are on the server. So everything that happens on this onqueue work run.
Oh. Okay. this is where the server stuff happens. So if I did, let's just let's take this. Yeah, obviously doesn't like P player, but if I did this dot level, okay, yeah, it didn't like that, but this is where I can do that stuff. I'm gonna have to keep watching though.
Runnable, even though this packet was sent by the client. Here we are completely on the server side. So anything that the server can basically do is what we can also do. So what we, for example, can do is we can say server player equals to context.getSender, because of course there's one sender, right? So we can do this. We can even get the level, so we can say server level, and then just say player.getLevel. There we go.
Server
and now
player,
just for this example
player
packet, what we want to do is we just want to spawn a cow
equals
right at the
context dot get sender. Okay, we are so onto something. We are so onto something. We are so back. We are so back. That'll be the name of the next stream. Yeah, it's cooking time. Okay.
location of the player when they basically send this packet. So we're just going to say entity type dot cow.
Oh, sweet! In this tutorial, he's even summoning an entity on the player.
I'm gonna say mob spawn type. Let's do command. That's gonna be okay. And then true, and then false. And that.
Okay, so yep, and then we did that. So next thing we need is to set server level equal to, oh wait, no, level equal to player dot get level. That's a bit concerning. Let's just type this out again and see what happens. Player. Okay, player dot level. Okay. This is a bit terrifying, but I guess we'll see if it works. All right, and then what he does is entity type dot cow dot spawn level null player dot block position and then we need mob spawn type dot command true, and then I think you made the last one false.
Should in theory spawn a cow. Now of course I've previously mentioned this. Spawning a cow can only be done on the server, of course, because you know if the client could spawn a cow, then you know
It's
they
a
could
bit
just
concerning. Why doesn't it like that? Probably because we don't need these 2 nulls. Okay. Yeah, let's see if that works.
In cows en masse. And
Obviously,
they
we'll
would
need
be
to
horribly
send the
broken.
packet
In this case,
first.
it can only be done on the server. That's why.
But I
it's
think we're about to
important here
see
that we
how to
go on
send the
server,
packet.
basically. Now, next we need to register this packet. This once again happens in the mod messages class over here.
Okay, so now we register the
Message
packet.
builder. We're gonna say example C2S
So after instance equals net, we do
packet.class.
net dot message builder example client to server packet dot class.
Then calling the ID method.
Call the
Then
ID
saying
method.
This is the network direction play to server, and then after the closing parentheses, we want to call the decoder. This is going to be the example C2S packet : new. We also want to call the encoder, which is
Okay.
going to be the example C2S to bytes. And then we also want to call the consumer main thread, which is going to be the example.
Packets are
C2S
terrifying.
Packet : handle. And then
What
last
even
but not
is
least,
all of
call the add
this?
method, and that should be pretty much all of it.
Okay. I don't know what anything he just did, but I can write it out. So we call the ID method. That's to shake up the ID. And then network direction is self-explanatory, right? Play to server. And then after that, we want to do dot decoder example C2 client server packet new. Don't know what that does. And then we do encoder example client to server packet : 2 bytes. And maybe that just like changes the I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. And then we want to do consumer main thread example client to server packet : handle. And then we do dot add.
We need to do. Now our custom packet is basically registered, and we can send it to the
Okay.
server via the send it to server method. Now, of course, in this case, we actually already have somewhere where we can very easily, well, send this over, and that is, of course, in our, well, client events right here, right? When we actually press our key, our custom key, currently we're just outputting something into the console. How about what we do is we say mod messages dot send to server, and then we're just sending a new example C2S.
Okay. Hey. I don't know if I'm allowed to play Stardew Valley music. Here we go. Cop and goat indeed. Okay, so in order to call this, we need to go into get out of my way, please. Oh wait, okay, we're right here. We are so back. So what we need to do is call mod messages dot send to server new example client to server packet. That's it.
Packet over there, and then just see what happens. So this is actually all that you need to send a packet.
I think I think we did it. I'm excited to see. It definitely has to work. If it doesn't, I will sob myself to sleep. So now all we gotta do is go, yep, change that to Comet Strike. Here we go. Yes! Yes! Yeah! Woo! Let's go! Oh man! Yeah! Oh. Let's actually go! Oh! Yeah! Oh! Oh man! That's freaking crazy! We did it! Woo! Oh. Okay. So first thing I want to do is refactor this. Give it like a real name. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my. Alright, where was I? Refactor. Rename. And then we'll just rename this to, Comet Strike client to server packet. And then, yeah, it should rename everything as accordingly. Thank you. I would love to take the title of King of Snakes and Serpents. Oh, man. So, now, what we can do is effectively duplicate this. Oh, man. I think we'll have to duplicate it twice. So we will do, oh, what is it? Official news channel on Discord? There's faction announcements. I don't really know. It does, although I will say your news pictures are kind of cool. I don't know exactly like what a news channel would mean. I think it would be cooler like in game. Thank you, Kozlu. All right, so what we will do for this one is say Stone Call client to server packet. And then we'll need a new Java class here, and it will be Stone Break client to server packet. And then this should also be what lets us play a sound everyone can hear and also summon particles. Yeah, I think a YouTube channel for that would actually be kind of cool. I would not mind. Hey, if y'all want to make YouTube videos on this server also, that would be pretty cool. I would support you every step of the way. If you want to also start a channel, I will absolutely 100% help you. Do it, Mega B. No balls. Do it now, even. You don't need a mic. I know plenty of good YouTubers that do it without a mic. What do you mean hole up? Is it just the no balls, or? Then do it! Do it! Okay, so back on track. Stone call client to server. We're just gonna copy like everything we have in here. Because if I'm being honest, I don't know what any of that does. All I know is that it works. So we'll just shift F6 that and change it to stone call client to server. Oh. Okay, what we'll actually do is Control F. And then I'm pretty sure there was a replace function. And replace that with stone call client to server packets. There we go. Okay, so in theory, what we need to do what are you guys talking about? Anyway, back on track. This song's too... Let's get rid of this one. This one's too depressing sounding. How do I remove this from the playlist? Oh, there it is. Same with this one. Sure, we'll listen to that one. Okay, so I agree. I wouldn't say the happiest one. Dude, I don't get the vibe happy from Creator. I get Dead Inventor. But I do really like the song. Creator is easily my favorite song ever added to Minecraft. And don't worry about it. Oh yeah, no, dude. They're so good. I really, really like them. 10 out of 10 songs. Okay, so here's what we need to do over here. Let's go into the... What was it? Stonecaller enchantment right here. And what we can do... So we place the blocks here. So we do need to keep this, but what we can do is take this out. Because that's what we need to do on the server. So over here... How am I doing that? Oh, neat! I didn't know I could do that! Okay, that actually makes this so much easier. Dude, that's crazy. Creator makes you feel like you're creating? That's crazy. Okay. So, I'm not sure the breaking is going to work. But the placing might. So let's give that a quick test. This song is from Minecraft, Kozlo. Believe it or not. Sure, I will. I could change mob spawn type to summon. I don't really know if it matters. Yeah, I'll probably change it to summon. Yeah, it's in Minecraft. It's in the new Tricky Trials update. Dude, Amori was baller. I know it's got like the shittiest fan base known to man, but what game doesn't? Omori also has some, like, really baller music. Okay, so it didn't work. Probably because I didn't call the packet. Okay, so... go back, put that back. I'm not used to that. Okay, so... Where was I? Here we go. What we need to do is actually call the packet, so, I don't remember how to do that. Stop that. Okay. So, back in Comet Strike, we call it, mod messages.send to server. Okay, so, mod messages.send to server, and then we need new, stone call client to server packet. And then did it call parameters? I forgot. No, it didn't. One thing I think we do still need to register is back in mod messages. I think we need to register. Yeah. So we'll do this and add. We'll replace this with, yep, stone call, replace. Now why is it, oh, import. There we go. Okay, now it should work. DRG does have the best fan base. It's like up there with Helldivers too. Like they both have like some crazy good fan bases, and that's probably because the developers actually care about their game. Because I've noticed that when a developer actually cares about their game, the fan base also tends to. Motherfucker. What the? What the hell? Okay. Yeah, you're allowed to swear. Go ahead, I don't care. Yes, like me. I am the ultimate developer. Okay, so... let's see. So I think it has to do with not only the breaking. I think we should also get the break because that makes things also really confusing. Let's go ahead into Stone Call. We'll just take all this and duplicate that into Stone Break. Place that with Break. There. Okay. So then what we want to do is grab the behavior from Stonecaller. Yeah, here we go. So we can take these. And then... No, that's Comet Strike. We need Stone Break. Here we go. Okay, so what we don't want to do is place the blocks, but what we do want to do is that. So we want to import that. And now this should break the blocks on the server. We also should be able to make it do particles. I think that would be really cool. Okay, so I think we also need to go back into Stonecaller here. We need to figure out the behavior of how it places the blocks. So yeah, if the delay is right, then send the packet, place the block, and then change the variables. Right? Because back in... Let's just close half of these. Okay, so then back in here, what it will do is it will server player equals context dot get sender blah 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 Minecraft dot get instance dot level dot set block player dot block position at what? Yeah. And then blocks.stone.default block state. Okay, so it'll be the initial Y plus the loop count. So what will the initial Y be when we call this? The initial Y is obviously the initial Y, and then it will add a loop count every single time, and it will... That's so weird. So why on earth would this not work? Okay, well, you know what? Let's just fix the stone break packet first. Which means we need to go into mod messages. Change stone call client to server to stone break client to server packets. Bam, 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 bam. Perfect. And then we can... I think I'm forgetting something. Because it wants me to create a local variable. Interesting. Oh, now, what the heck? Okay. You know what? That's fine. And then back in... There is no related problem. Whatever. Back in Stonecaller, we want to... Where is it breaking the stone? Right here. we need to put that into there as well. Okay, Stonecaller enchantment, we want to do mod messages dot send to server, and then that would be new stone break client to server packet. Perfect. Oh. Looks like they're testing the tornado sirens, so I apologize if you guys have to hear that. I live right next to one. Okay, good. That is very, very strange behavior, because not only does it do it much more than 4 times now, but it still doesn't register on the server. Maybe because it needs to do that. There. That was probably why. God damn it. Truly frustrating. Okay, so it should be doing it. That's because I changed the break. So not in stone call. This is still wrong. Here we go. That should work on the server. Okay. Now we can make invisible blocks. Isn't that cool? I don't know when the lore video will come out. Okay, that is some really weird behavior. But it does place correctly now. Well, it does actually place on the server. So, how do I make it do both? Maybe I also say to do it on the client. So, Minecraft.getInstance dot level. There. So now, if I say to do both, it should work. Thank you. The lore video might take a while. Because I know I said it would be next, but that might have also been a lie. I might want to finalize more of the stuff on the server first. Hey, that was a bit weird. That was also really weird. But the block is real now. Yeah. So it looks like the breaking function doesn't register on the client yet. So that I have to do on the client as well. Yeah, it's getting there. It's still really, really janky, but you know what? I'm pretty sure we'll be able to figure it out. Well, this one just makes the server agree on where all the blocks are. The server and the client agree on where all the blocks are. So now everything will behave as you would expect. But the charging system may be a little weird still. See? We got those like weird artifacts there, but... And then only this one block right here will break, and then these three will stay. Probably because I should... I also need to fix that really weird... Okay, so... We'll quit there, and then... Let's see. Making really, really good progress. Yeah, I am getting there. We can place blocks, and we can summon entities, so we are definitely making some serious progress. Hold on, I'm gonna like make myself a bowl of cereal, because I haven't eaten this morning. I'll be right back in like 5 minutes. Yeah, within the next 30 minutes it should work. I'm really excited. I want to see this thing work. Okay, I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Here we go. Oh, damn, that's crazy. My viewer count went up. How's it going, y'all? Alright, so... what we can do here... I think all we need to do is refine the code in here. So the first thing I need to do is make sure it only does it 4 times. Which should be done in here. What color is your, Argentavis? Alright, so... what we can do... So, if minecraft.getInstance.options.keyshift.isDown, check charge, and this should be resetting the charge every time the shift key is not down. However, it obviously doesn't do it if there's no key down, because that's an on-key input event, which is not the client ticking. So, how do I get the client tick event? That looks about right. With this, we should actually be able to do something really cool. Here we go. It's blue. Name it Uranus. Or Uranus, however you want to pronounce it. Neptune or Pluto also work. But Pluto's not a planet. So, what we will do is put those in there instead. because those require the client ticks. And I'll also refactor these and change it to on client tick. There we go. So now this is already made so much more stable, because now it calls on every tick. Let's just test that right now. See what happens. Hell yeah. It does indeed run. So, our next order of operations is probably to simplify this system as much as we possibly can. So what I might do is make yet another packet. So new Java class, and then we'll say check enchantment. Why? Oh wait, yeah, we don't need a packet for that. I can just make it its own function. What we can do, yeah, we'll be proud of me, Mega B. I'm gonna make checking for the enchantment a function. Where is it? Here we go. I want to make it in here, but I don't know if I'm exactly allowed to do that. Public static. It doesn't like that. Oh, modern enchantment? Yeah, actually, that's probably a better place to do that. It makes a lot more sense. Do you have, like, a copy of my code? Or, like, I'm just confused in how you're doing this. Okay, so public static void, and then we'll call it check enchantments, and then we'll figure out what we need to pass in later. Okay, so what we need is local player. Oh, wait a minute. No, we didn't. Okay, so... Yeah, no, makes sense. I'm definitely not the most expert coder. We're putting in a lot of work just to follow along with me. I might open it up to a GitHub to make it a bit easier for you. A public static void check enchantments, and then we actually just leave enchantments like this, and then like, actually, can we return enchants? Yeah, okay, so now it's a public static string check enchantments. So now we can whoa. We can call check enchantments, and then it'll probably want me to import that, right? Or do I have to go mod enchantments dot check enchantments that contain? Okay, perfect. Yeah, I know you did it like a boolean, but then I'd have to copy and paste that for every single enchantment I'd want to check, when I could do this, call the function, get the string, and see if it contains this enchantment. Perfect, so now we can just delete all of this. And then if it does contain, it calls breakstone. Okay, you know what? That's a bit confusing. We're just going to ignore that block. Should I just remake this from the ground up? Like, it's just really complicated and designed for a different... Yeah, I'm gonna remake this from the ground up. So, first thing it'll do is if option, no. What was it? Minecraft.getIn, okay. So, if Minecraft.getInstance.options.key shift.is down, then what we want it to do oh, nice. Well, thank you very much. I hope you have a nice day, Mega B. Alright, so yeah. What we can do, after the shift key is detected... Oh, wait. So every time this ticks, we should, have an else. the shift key is not down, then it should set, what did I call that variable? Maybe it was check. No, it's not check charge. It was charge. Yeah, so charge equals system dot current time milliseconds. There. So if shift is down, then what it will do is check if charge, oh wait, we need the parentheses. If charge, if system dot current time dot milliseconds is greater than charge plus 1000, so that'd be 1 second, then do that. I would do a dash enchantment if Parkour didn't already add that kind of stuff. So unfortunately no dash enchantment. So the system.current time milliseconds is charged. So if you've held down the shift key for 1 second, then it'll call mod messages dot send to server new stone call client to server packet. It can't be that easy. Well, I'm telling you right now, Parkour is like probably top 10 most favorite mods of all time. I really like Parkour. Very well designed mod. Okay, so when stone call client to server packet is called. Oh, we don't want to do that. What we want to do is call stone. And then we want the stone delay, and I think we made that like 100 or something. So then, after call stone is called, if finish call is true, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it starts true. So it'll run this first. It'll set stone time to current system time, and then loop count to 0. And then, after it does that, it won't run this again, and it'll do all of this. Oh. So what I need to add here is and done calling. Not done calling. And then in here, I need to set done calling equals false. So now it should only do this once. How should I... I don't know what to call it, but if it helps, the server's name is Veil's End. So, like... I don't know. I'd recommend a play on that. Okay, so what I'm going to want to do here is set initial y equal to p player dot get block y. Okay, so now that it did that, it should successfully call the stone, as it's supposed to. In theory. Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. Gotta get my hands in that fucking fidget cube I have. Here we go. Okay. The Valkyrian Scott. If you find a random card, just obliterate it. What are we doing? Hedgehog Wars. Currently, we're fixing the Stonecaller enchantment, because right now, it doesn't work. So it looks like I need to add some more conditions to this, but I should also do that. And then I also need to launch the player up. So I don't remember how to do that. Let's go back into the double jump enchantment. There we go. And if we go back into Stone Call packet, we can import that from Stonecaller. So p player dot set delta movement. Actually, we should probably just player Okay, so player dot set delta movement dot player dot get delta movement dot x. So let's set both of these to 0. Because you should be still. And then let's set that to like 0.1. We'll see how much like it lifts you each time. What do you mean? How are you supposed to get around? They're not allowed right now. They will be on release. Just not right now. Yeah, because as of right now, the ships don't exactly do what they're supposed to. So it's not supposed to work like that. But hey, it did call some stone. How do you destroy corpses? You don't. I might figure out how to do that later though. Let's go crazy and call it 0.5 for now, because it'll be way more than it has to be, but you can take out all the items whether it's yours or not. Oh, dude. Celeste has the best music. Okay, that doesn't look like it's launching me at all. So I guess that doesn't work in there. So what we probably should do yeah, I think it would go in. Okay, and then if start calling, go ahead and make that variable. Oh, not a local variable. Let's make a brand new variable, public static boolean start calling equals true. Okay, so if start calling, then do that. What do we want to do? Well, first we want to set that there. I knew where this song was from. Oh, really? I've never actually seen much Celeste music used in other videos. If I'm being honest, I obviously Minecraft music is used a lot in other videos, but it's rare to see Celeste. I haven't seen it ever. All right, so pplayer.setDelta movement. Okay, so yeah, it'll do that a lot. Actually, if it is pplayer, it should work in the packet. You just import that from Stonecaller. Here we go. This is the wrong one. Here we go. So initial y equals pplayer dot get block y minus 1. Okay, so and then we'll set. It also needs to set start. Oh wait, start calling to false as well. And then okay, so I think what we should do is actually go down here, change a variable. So if Oh wait, nope, not right there. Nope, not there either. Here we go. And then, if, well, no, because I think it is really cool to have the functionality that, you can stop calling the stone by stop holding shift in case you want like a certain number of blocks. So I think, oh, what do we need? We haven't called Breakstone yet. I think another thing we should set is stream Helldivers. Would you watch it if I streamed Helldivers? I mean, I'm not exactly a Helldivers channel, but I would not mind. You would watch a Helldivers stream. Okay, well, if I just make a thumbnail for it, then sure. Probably not today though. I'll do that later. What do you mean off of itself? Oh, you were asking if there's a cool... Yes, there's a cooldown. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I think... Stone Cold has to equal false. Where is Stone Cold ever set to true, though? I guess we'll do it in here. And then in here, it will be, and Stone Cold is false. Here we go. And then Stone Cold, is it default false? Yes. Okay, so by default, it should be able to do this. And then charge is a default, like, negative value, right? Oh, wait, no, that doesn't matter. If start calling initial y equals p player dot get block y -1, because that way, yeah. And then we should also probably set a last x, and that'll equal p player dot get block x, and then a last c, and set that equal to p player dot get block z. Stone Color have the potential to be a get out of jail free card because nobody could reach you if you just jumped up, but with Parkour you could do. Yeah, you could get up with Parkour, but granted, the player on top of the stone pillar could definitely kind of just like knock you off. I don't think it would be busted. I mean, there are other things you can do to get up there, like double jump, but then again, you're in the air, and it would be really difficult to get to them, and like, it's also a disadvantage if the if your opponent is running short-ranged weapons, or sorry, long-ranged weapons, they can just hit you while you're on top of the pillar. And it may... Stonecaller is meant to be in combination with other enchantments. Yeah, Parkour makes it so that 4 blocks is, like, not really that much of a challenge. No. It doesn't break the blocks under you. It breaks the blocks you place. Yeah, it could need balancing, potentially. I mean, just about everything here could. Alright, so... is there just like a block? New block position. That looks good to me. And then that would be last X, initial Y plus loop count, and then last C. Okay, that should work. This should be the most stable run yet. It won't break the stone yet, but... Does the stone drop when you mine it? Yes. So, I guess... Yeah, I don't think it would be that big of a deal. I mean, it is cobblestone. And I could see some pretty creative uses for it because of that. Like, if you're stuck in a situation where you need a bridge. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's right, because breaking the stone is never called. So yeah, the enchantment will never recharge. No, it would not be able to be used for getting blocks quickly while battling. The other if you stand still for a second, you will be absolutely murdered. You cannot mine a block during battle at all. And it's not like it would just not cost resources if you were trying to use it as a stone farm, because you'll still need to use your pickaxe durability. And although it is going to be a lot easier to repair things, it's still going to cost resources. It's not going to increase like the stupid system it is. You just have to expend a diamond or two and then it'll repair it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But you will obviously need to expend those diamonds in order to get like 2 stone out of the Stonecaller enchantment before the blocks break themselves. So another thing it needs to do is call Breakstone whether the enchantment is on or not. We also need to go back in here. Obviously this doesn't work. So what we're going to do... Oh wait, that's only 0.1. Let's change that to 0.5. This is going to launch me in the air violently, but that's probably fine. Yeah, exactly. Just dig. That's also a great point. Yes. It would break other blocks with it. I could see that maybe being abused in like really rare situations. But you wouldn't really be able to get anything out of it. That's not supposed to work like that. Okay. So when Breakstone is called, it's if Stone Called is true. When's call cooldown set? It's never set. That's why. Oop. And then back in the Stone Break packet. Yeah, it should break on the client and the server. Nothing's hard-coded. I made it not build more than 4 blocks. Oh. Yeah, that was on purpose. Oh, I made a whoopsies. So that actually needs to place that. And then back in Stone Break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. But a block position is exactly what it needs. Let's look back at Stonecaller. Okay. So in Stone Break, instead of that, because it is a block position. Okay, what? I guess I must have deleted something I wasn't supposed to. Probably a comma. Oh, or a parenthesis. Okay, so that's gonna be nothing. That's gonna be 1. That's gonna be 2. That's gonna be 3. And this is gonna be nothing. This is gonna be 1. This is gonna be 2. This is gonna be 3. And then I think another thing that's wrong currently is in here I set it to -1, which I think is not a problem. Yes, you can write down in your newspaper that I officially support the idea. Okay. Now that I think about it, maybe that was an issue. There. Here we go. Ooh. Okay. That's a bit strange, isn't it? That's really weird. Okay, so I think just in the stone break, all we gotta do is +1, 2, 3, 4, and then +1, 2, 3, 4, and then where do I get launch? Was it in Stone Call here? Okay, so let's change that to 0.6. Just to make it work just a bit better. So it's like a set block command. Yeah! That's a bit annoying. Well, let's see. So it's obviously not in here. It's in the Stone Collar enchantment here. What makes Callstone called? Wait, it's just not placing the blocks again. That's really weird. I mean, set block, I don't see any reason set block wouldn't work. Oh wait, I think I know why. Yeah. Because I never set start calling back to true. So when I set stone called to true should also when I be set start calling back to true. There. Well, it's not actually a command. I'm saying it's like, it's similar. The title of the stream is inaccurate. Yes, it is. You know, I expected to be beating my poor head against the wall, and I did figure out networking. I'm probably gonna change it to "We are so back." We're so back. Woo! The titles of my streams could be a Marvel Cinematic masterpiece. Hey! Okay, so it looks like I'll have to add a short cooldown for that. Which I think I can just add with, like, with this. Else if... And then... It's so over. We are so back. That is exactly what the stream felt like. Okay, so... if this isn't being called... So stone called, if stone called. So actually, let's just get rid of this part. And then put in stone called. There. A cool image. Instantly yellow. Truly a moment in history. Come on. Here we go. I'm liking the look of that. The only thing that was wrong this time was, there. Now it'll work. The way I changed around the code, it made it so that it would, not have a charge for the first time. But then it would have a charge after that. But it doesn't matter, I just fixed it. Now I think Stonecaller works like literally perfectly. So if I just do it right here. And if I hold the shift key constantly, it won't just pillar up like that. It'll wait for me to come back down and then I'll call it the stone again. This is so amazing. It looks like it'll occasionally knock you off, though. What if we did 1 minus the loop count times, oh wait, loop count times 0.1. Because that should make it work a little bit better. That's when the cooldown comes back, yeah. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. If I get the launching right, it's fine. So what I just did is implement it so that the you start really fast moving up, and then it slows you down as you're going up. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. So... I think I gotta make it do it a little less. I can't really add any more delay. This is about as much as it gets. Oh wait. Yes, I can. I made a whole function for that. Let's just make it a little longer. There. And then we'll change this to 0.8, and then that'll probably work. What do you mean? What does the block gap, why does the block gap matter that much? As long as you're not inside it, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, you're still inside the first one, but I realized I should probably just have this not in the stone call function, but instead in here. Well, I mean, it's gonna be pretty consistent regardless of how much gap there is. It's not gonna really be able to be a way to vary it unless you get, like, hit or something. Okay, that launched me really freaking high. That is weird. Okay, so... I think we can just safely make this, like, 0.4 now. I need to make that faster. It doesn't feel as cool when it's this slow. 0.5 should work. I think I realized what I should have been doing. So that shouldn't be there. It should actually be here. And set this to like 0.8. And like really launch you. Okay, we'll do 1.2, and then we'll actually set that back to 100. .2 actually might be some serious overkill, but I guess we'll see. We're almost there. It's just some fine tweaking now, and then we can actually add particles. And that's what I'm really excited for. Because the particles are going to make it look really good. Yeah, 1.2 is some serious overkill, but it does look good. Okay, so let's just set that to 1. Yes, I do. Unfortunately. No, /reload is for data packs. You know what's even cooler? It'll still break if you don't have your boots on. And it won't do anything if you don't have your boots on. Hell yeah. That is killer. Ugh. You just hold crouch. Yeah, that's all you do. Alright, so if we go back in here... In theory, if we, like, paste this, Stone Call doesn't need, particles, but Stone Break certainly does. So if we did that here... Whoa. Not what I wanted to copy. There we go. So this will actually be level. 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 Yeah, import. And then the X position will actually be last X. And then initial Y. Wow, that's some really crazy looking math right there. Let's break this up a bit. Position Y, and then where's position Z? What's right there? And then that's particle count and speed. Okay, so let's just get rid of those. I'm not sure what those do. And then this will be initial Y. And then this will be last C. Yeah. And then supposedly that'll just spawn a couple of poop particles where the first block was. Because I obviously didn't implement that for all of the other blocks yet, but I guess we'll see. I'm really excited. Yeah, you gotta tap crouch for parkour. I know. Oh. Did I just see it? Woo! It's there. Oh wait, this is gonna be last y, or no. Initial y. Plus 1. And then actually yeah, I don't know what that does yet. And then that will be last z. And then the layer, the layer. There. Let's see what that does. I'm just gonna make the stones all destroyed at the same time. It makes it a lot easier that way. At least for me. Alright. But I didn't see anything. Let's get rid of those. Just see what that does. Actually, let's give it more particles first. Okay, so let's just get rid of all the weird freaky math. Or we just get rid of that. That might have been the issue. Okay. So we do 10 of those. was strange. Oh, is it because I... Okay, perfect. Now, probably gonna do something other than poof. Ash is probably a good one. Let's see how that one looks. Alright, here we go. Y'all are spamming the emojis. Alright, fingers crossed. I'm hoping this looks good. Oh, Ash is tiny. Yeah, we can't do that one. Alright, let's do smoke then. Going nuts on the emojis. The party popper. Ugh. Alright, here we go. We are indeed testing the particles. That's a bit weird. Alright, let's try just getting rid of all the fancy math here. See if that does anything for us. Yeah, I don't think I want those particles. I want something like the color of the stone, which is why the campfire smoke looks like a good idea to me. Alright, see ya. Huh. The stone break particle? Nah. I don't want those. Although, I could definitely get them. Here we go. So it would be more than just the pixel particle. I would have to change how many particles it summons, but yeah, I can do that. I just think I like the look of the smoke better. Oh, that is so good. Alright, well, that's probably it for today's stream, then. Thank you all so much for attending. I like the stationary particles. I think it's like, I don't know. Oh, the good way, yeah. Alright, well, thank you all so much for attending the stream. Thank you, Zin. I'm very proud of it. Hold on, let's change the name. Bros, we are so back. See you all later. Bye-bye.